This is Tuesdays Back, questions and answers from business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs.
So I'm not gonna ask you what you have for lunch because I know it was crispy.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to ask you, but I figured I'd start with how are you?
Oh, good. Okay.
Because you know what I had for lunch is snappy crisp. So I'm going to tell you whether you ask me or not.
Well, I'm fasting, so I haven't had lunch.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, and I respect that wholeheartedly. Now, let's get into the third question of the day. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The question comes from a business owner who wants to know if there is a way for her to know how much she owes for her estimated tax payments.
Is there a way for her to know how much she owes? Okay, so yes, there's a couple of ways that you can figure it out. One is the IRS has a worksheet, right? So I want people to not be afraid to go to irs.gov, irs.gov. Make that place your friend, or no, your hangout. That's so much information there. So there's a worksheet that you can use to calculate your estimated tax deposit, okay? Within the current, especially for the current year. But I think the more accurate and better way, or no, maybe the more simple way, I should say, is to base it on your prior year. And this is what we typically do. So but it only applies to someone that's been in business for longer than a year, right? So if you had your business for a full year last year and you owed more than $1,000, you definitely owe estimated tax payments for the current year. And you just break that amount into 4 parts. So if you owe, let's say you owed exactly $1,000, you would pay $250 for the 4 quarters, right? April 15th, June 15th, September 15th, and then January 15th. So you can, to be safe, to avoid penalty, right? For not making your estimated tax payments, you base it on last year, what you owed, and then you break it into 4 parts. If you end up making more in this current year, then of course you're going to have to deposit more, right? So you just increase that estimated deposit because you know, my sales are growing this year. So you know it's likely that you're going to pay more tax or owe more tax. So you can increase it. So you can basically adjust it every quarter, but to avoid penalty, you have to pay 100% of the year prior or come within 90% of the current year. And that's why I say it's not as simple to do it, the calculation in the current year, because if you don't come within 90%, you might be subject to a penalty for underpayment or non-payment, even if you don't do all 4 quarters. So hopefully that was kind of clear. There are ways to figure it out, or have a tax professional in your life and they will help you figure it out. That's really the better answer. And you should be working with a tax professional as a business owner, and they certainly are equipped to help you figure that out.
Well, there you have it.
And not only help you figure it out, they can help you in the process of making the payments too, because you know you have to go to the IRS website and maybe even your state website and make your estimated taxes for federal and state, okay? And they make it very easy to pay. Trust, they want their money. So they make it very easy for you to pay online.
Love it. All right, well, there you have it. And anyone else who had that question, there are your answers. And you know who to call if you need help.
Right. All right. See you later. All right, bye.
If you have a question, put it in the comments below.